It was meant to be a pleasant country drive, a mum visiting her daughter in rural New South Wales. But it would become a harrowing race against time, a fight for survival. It happened in a split second, a momentary lapse of concentration, and Melissa Jones' car was somersaulting down an embankment into a giant ditch hidden from the road. Trapped inside the wreckage, Melissa clung to life for nearly 11 hours, hoping help would arrive. But as Matt Doran reports, neither Melissa or her rescuers knew where she was.
Ambulance emergency, what is the town or suburb? Ambulance emergency.
Trapped and alone in a ditch with no idea where she is.
Anybody there? Hello, caller, are you there?
Yeah, I've had a bad car accident.
You've had a bad car accident?
Whereabouts are you?
Oh, I don't even know where I am.
Melissa Jones is critically injured and pinned inside her crushed car.
Sorry?
I can't move. Where am I?
You can't move? Okay, just take a couple of deep breaths from me. We're organising the help for you.
This is Mel's actual phone call to 000.
Are you trapped?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm everywhere.
With internal bleeding, head trauma and broken bones in her legs, hip and pelvis, time is running out. But the rescue crews who've been dispatched to find Mel
Guys, this is very critical, okay?
don't even know where to begin looking.
Hello? Time is of the essence.
I knew that if we didn't sort of find her soon, that she may die.
I die. You stay on the line with me and you stay talking, okay? I think she's just hung up on me.
Her medical teams can hardly believe it, but this story has a happy ending.
I love you. I love you all. I love you.
A reunion that Mel and her 3 children feared would never be possible.
These are all my pride and joy, even my grandbabies.
You're a soldier, I'd give you that much.
You're right. I love you heaps.
How important's being a mum to you?
Important, I love it. I love all my children. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't a mum.
How much of a role did your family play that night in helping you pull through?
I think I think it's for the kids. They wanted me to survive. I needed to survive for my family. I couldn't say goodbye to my family yet.
You weren't ready?
No. My family's my everything.
Melissa raised Samantha, Stephen and Jessica in the small town of Tumut in the foothills of the Snowy Mountains. She was a single mum and, more recently, became a grandmother.
We weren't the wealthiest growing up. Mum always did the best she could.
What is it, do you think, about your relationship that makes you guys so close?
We're always together. Like, Mum comes out and visits me on weekends and we're always contacting each other. We are all close. We always have been.
And it was that closeness that on February 26 this year led Mel to make the long drive to see her daughter, Sam, in Mudgee.
This fire won't go out, though just a flicker it may be.
Mel left her home in Tumut around 7 p.m. It's a 500-kilometre drive, which should take her about 5 hours.
How was she navigating her way there? Does she use a GPS?
No, she's old school. She'll either look for signs or ask for directions.
4 hours in, Mel loses her way and pulls into a 7-Eleven in the town of Kelso to ask for directions. It's just after 11 p.m.
And I just walked up the counter and said, "Excuse me, could you tell me how I could get to Mudgee from here? I'm lost," I said. "Thank you very much for your help. I really appreciate it," and jumped in the car and off I went.
Mel's feeling tired, but she's now back on the right road to Mudgee.
It's getting pretty close to midnight now.
Yeah.
Tell me about that road.
A bit scary. But I just, concentrated on driving the road that I'd never been on before. It was really windy. Yeah, really dark and scary.
What do you think happened?
Well, there's no skid marks, or there's nothing from the car, that's all. I'm not quite sure if I had a little micro sleep or what, but I don't really know. Must have been just when I come around from after the accident, I sort of just looked around. That's when I looked and I couldn't move my legs. I think I was covered in blood. In other words, I was thinking I was going to try and get out, but I just couldn't move. And then I just grabbed the phone and just rung to blow.
Anybody there?
Yeah, I'm in that car accident. Oh, I can't move.
Just pitch dark, there was no one around. I couldn't see any street lights. No houses around or anything.
Is the car on the road or off the road?
Off the road.
On the other end of the line, a trainee 000 operator.
What road were you on, do you know?
Oh, I don't even know where I am.
Simon Friedwald had been on the job only a few months.
What's your name?
Melissa.
Melissa, your name's Melissa. Okay.
And had never taken a life or death call.
I can't breathe, babe.
Try and take some slow deep breaths for me.
Quite haunting, I think, just listening to her. She was in distress, she didn't know where she was, she didn't know what had happened.
Oh, please,
Coming as quickly as we can.
16 minutes into that phone call, Mel says to you, please hurry up. What was your fear?
My fear was that we wouldn't be able to find her. Yeah. My fear was thinking that that could have been someone I loved, that could have been my mum, and that we may not find her.
Try and have a look around to tell me where you are.
I'm down in the embankment.
You're down an embankment?
Yeah.
Incredibly, Mel somehow remembers her daughter's phone number, allowing her rescuers to notify her family.
Does she sound hurt or?
Yes, her legs hurt, and she's stuck in the car.
Taking that phone call, what was that like?
It's the worst. I don't wish it upon anyone.
With the help of Sam, rescuers finally knew where Mel was heading, but there were several possible routes and hundreds of kilometres to search.
We had a car accident with someone seriously injured, but effectively what we had was a missing person. And it's about trying to backtrack to find the last confirmed sighting of where they are.
Inspector Jerry Powell is called in to coordinate the police search, which covers a huge area of country New South Wales.
How big was that area?
300 square kilometres. If someone was to turn off, go down another road, it could easily get lost out there. And so we weren't really sure where she'd gone.
Police try to trace her location using her phone, but Mel is too far away from the nearest phone tower.
She was seriously injured, and I knew that if we didn't sort of find her soon, that she may die.
I can't hear you.
Can you put your hazard lights and your headlights on for me?
It's all broken.
There's no lights at all?
By now, Mel's son Steve is on a 300-kilometre drive across the state to help search for his mother.
I think I would have stopped maybe 20 times on the side of the road. Just I'd get out of the car, go over and look around and call Mum. And every time I stopped and I got nothing in return, it was a stab in the heart.
Meanwhile, the SES has set up a rescue headquarters on the route to Mudgee.
It's a single car accident.
Yep.
She's trapped. She has no lights. Basically, we're looking in the dark.
SES veteran Mike Cole is directing the search teams.
My fear for her was she's alone, that there wasn't anyone there to be there for her, or to say, it's going to be okay.
Did you have that sense of urgency that this really was a race against time?
definitely.
It's now an hour since the crash.
Hi, Melissa. How are you going there? You what, sorry? You're scared, are you?
And a new 000 operator, Kimberly Smith, is now on the line.
You stay on the line with me and you stay talking, okay? I died.
That was, for me, the hardest point of the call, was for her to tell me that I think I'm going to die here.
Did you think, I'm going to lose her?
I was hoping for the best.
But things are about to get worse. The battery in Mel's phone is almost flat, and they still have no idea where she is.
I think she's just hung up on me.
My heart sank. I just thought, we're in trouble. I just pulled over the side of the road and I just said a prayer. Keep her safe till we find her.
Just after midnight, Melissa Jones ran off the road. Her car careered into a deep drainage ditch. She is trapped and seriously injured.
I thought, am I going to see my family again? Am I going to see my grandchildren get born? Am I going to see my mum?
Mel's son, Stephen, has now joined the search. He's becoming increasingly worried, driving up and down the highway looking for clues.
I knew she was strong and she'd hang in there as much as she could, but at the end of the day, there's a line. A human body can only take so much.
Search teams are also scouring the route they believed Mel had taken on her drive to Mudgee.
All her electronics have gone on the vehicle, so basically we're looking in the dark.
But in the dark, it is almost impossible.
No, let's keep going.
You just couldn't see any evidence at all, no clues as to where she might have left the road?
Mate, if she was playing a game of hide and go seek, that was been the perfect place to hide.
By sunrise, Melissa has now been trapped inside the car for a little over 7 hours. Much of that time spent listening to search crews, including her own son, tearing up and down this road no more than a few metres away. Even in daylight, she still can't be seen, and help will be a long time coming.
To find the mother of three, rescuers need a lucky break. It comes after a description of her car is circulated among service stations.
I got a phone call off the police rescue guy. He asked me to approach 7-Eleven. 2 officers will meet me there. They want to verify that it was Mum's car.
Mel had stopped for directions at the 7-Eleven in the town of Kelso. Her son Stephen was asked to view the security vision.
Oh, definitely Mum. That's the pink steering wheel. That's definitely Mum.
Crucially, the cameras capture the lights on Mel's car, and the pictures show her right side blinker is on.
That was really the first concrete evidence that we had.
Police finally knew which road Mel had taken and where to send the chopper to search for her.
Thanks, Rescue 22. We've seemed to have located a crashed car. It's halfway between Safala and Ilford off the main road. We're going to land and investigate.
I cried. Oh, yes, I've been felt. They felt me. That's all I could just look up at him coming down. I've been felt. They felt me. I'm going to be okay.
Helicopter Rescue 207.
The 10.5-hour search is over.
112, go ahead.
It's going to be a long excavation. Police rescue are on scene.
I'd driven down the road. I'd approached all the SES, ambulance, helicopter, ran down there, seen Mum laying there, and I didn't know. Honestly, it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know she was dead or alive.
Mel is pinned inside the wreckage, her legs and hip crushed. Paramedics need the jaws of life to cut her free. SES veteran Mike Cole gives Mel a blood transfusion to keep her alive.
It was serious, and I dare not say how long she had, but if we didn't find her in the next few hours, it might have been a different story.
It takes an hour to free Mel from the wreckage before she's flown to Liverpool Hospital in Western Sydney. Mel spends the next several hours in surgery.
That's a really bad break, isn't it?
That's a very bad break.
Scans revealed severe breaks in her leg, hip and ankle, and worst of all, her pelvis has been shattered.
This injury here is very, very significant. The arteries and veins can get torn from the fractured edges, and you can actually have very significant blood loss and bleed out from that.
Are those injuries life-threatening?
Yes, absolutely.
Hello, babies.
Hello, Mum.
How special was that moment when you opened your eyes and you realised I'm still here, and you
Special.
had family around
That was
you?
really, really special to me. It meant so much to me. Knowing that I was still here and I had my family here with me and I could just see all my children around me that I didn't think that I was going to see again.
Mel can't remember what caused the crash,
Hello, caller, are you there?
but she does remember the voice that encouraged her through the toughest moments.
I need you to try and have a look around to tell me where you are. Tell me what you can see. You can sense.
I don't know what the status is, man. I just want to thank you so much. Thank you for taking the call and saving my life.
His name is Simon. I want to introduce you to Simon now.
Hello, thank you so much. You saved my life.
I'm so glad you're okay.
I've taken the pumps out, you behave.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Just one, okay.
No, thank you so much for taking that call that night.
No problems.
I'm so glad to be found.
Knowing that she was fine, that she was happy, seeing a smile on her face, I think, was the biggest reward.
He was just one of many, Mel, that helped save your life that night.
Yeah.
So many people out searching for you. What would you like to say to them?
I'd like to thank him with all my heart. Thank you for saving my life. Really, really glad that they found me.
Melissa is now out of hospital and doing well. Since the accident, she has been leaving the driving to her children and has no plans to get behind the wheel anytime soon.